What's up everybody, my name is Timo and today we're talking about the 7th chapter of this amazing book. It's called 3 Weeks to Webinar by Stacy and Paul, and they talk about the perfect webinar they did, and they did it all from zero to perfect webinar to making sales in 30 days. And if you want to get this book for free, you can go to the link below. It's going to be the first link, or going to TIMOZIMONJIC/OFA. So OFA stands for One Funnel Away Challenge, which you can sign up to participate. You get this book for free. And then Timo, Timo is just my first name and last name combined together. So when I just saw the photo, I was like, this is going to be one of those gay type, you know. I was praying and God gave it to me. And I was like, no. I was like, no, I will not read stuff like that. Like, if you don't know, I do not believe in God. I tell people, hey, you should believe in God because you can blame somebody, you know, for your failures. And if you're wrong, well, you have nothing to lose. But if you're right, you have everything to gain. Even though you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, and you have somebody to blame, you can say, well, God didn't want me to be successful. I do not believe in God. And when people tell me that you can't be successful by, you know, not believing in God, I tell them, bullcrap. So I read the first page and they say, oh, I was praying and God gave me. And I was like, bullcrap, I will not accept prayer as a substitute for hard work. Saying that, this was one of my favorite chapters, and I was really impressed by Stacy. And I was like, damn, she is performing on a whole nother level above previous 6 contributors to this book. I know, right? Saying all this stuff, this was definitely my favorite chapter. Why? Because first of all, she talked about mindset. And she said that solution to your problem is outside of your comfort zone. If it wasn't over there, then it wouldn't be a problem. And then while you're going towards that edge of your comfort zone, it becomes increasingly difficult. It's like going uphill. It just becomes more and more difficult the closer you are to the hill. But you have to go over there to get the solution for your problem. You know, you are not qualified for your goal. The pursuit of the goal is what qualifies you. If you were already qualified, then it would not be a goal. It would be a task. So you have to level up to be able to accomplish what you seek. You know? And I was like, wow. It's like, if this is the only thing I get out of this book, then it's well worth all the money. This one thing. And she just like this much out of her 20-something page contribution. And then she had this like one amazing segment of her contribution. If you saw my video, Omnipresence, that you should be on all other channels. By the way, the reason why, last week I talked with several of my friends which I know for several months, if not several years. And they mentioned, hey, I never knew you had a YouTube channel. And I'm like, how's that possible? I'm spreading the word on all of my channels on 2 different languages, video, audio, written form, and I've been doing so for almost a year. I have more than 200 videos created. How come that you never heard of one, either by me or by somebody we have friends in common? And it's because that concept of omnipresence, I haven't been delivering on it to its full potential. So what she said is that not only that she's delivering audio, written, and video form, she's focusing all of those on one certain spot, and that's her webinar sign-up page. And what she does is, you know that cover photo on your Facebook page? She used that not to share photos of her kids, but as an additional ad, a free advertisement to her website. So when, you know, those Facebook groups I talked in almost all of the videos, every single contributor talks about going into those and giving value. She doesn't post the link to her webinar in those groups. First of all, it's not allowed. Second of all, even if you did, nobody's gonna click it, because we don't like people like that who are like, yo, why don't you watch my webinar? I'm like, why don't you watch my webinar, you know? So you have to provide value to ask for something in return. So what she does is she posts about it on her cover photo in her timeline. So when she provides value and you click on her photo, that's the thing you see on her cover photo and on her timeline, that she has a webinar. So it's like a soft pitch, a soft sale to go and register for her webinar. And then she's, by the way, certified by Tony Robbins. So I don't know, do you know about him? But he's a big deal. So when she went to his training, so I was like, you're already qualified to teach me what you want. Like, I believe in you. But when she talked about her proprietary product, like what it is and how she's using it, and I was like, wow, like how does she accept, like how does she plan on me doing that in next 5 years, let alone 30 days? Like, I'm not an expert, like I just started like reading about marketing, not actually having my own proprietary system. Then she's like, well, how about I give you the system that creates the proprietary system? So I was like, okay. So she talks about, and I was like, okay, so you cut it down for me from 5 years to a year. I can believe I can do what you say in a year, not in 30 days. But the way she structured it and how, I don't know how to say it, how like amazing it looked. Like when you imagine a corporation that's making several $100 million a year, if not more, that proprietary system that they have is what she talks about in this book. And she's telling you and I, how can we have our own, and then use that system, extract little bits, and sell them as individual products, and then the whole thing sell as a big product, and then separate things put as a podcast or video or YouTube, and little chunk create as a webinars that gonna sell the product, and the whole thing put in a 3-day like immersion retreat. And I was like, this lady is a genius. Like, she did not give you a 30-day blueprint. She gave you a lifetime blueprint. Like, this is, once you create that structure, you're set for life. You can create one more structure, but you're pretty like solid with just having that one. And I was like, gosh damn. And you might say, well, Timo, you read 7 chapters. You talk about how they went from 0 to financial freedom in 30 days. How come you're not making that kind of gains? And to you, I say, because I'm lazy. I'm not putting in 16 hours a day. A. B. I still have some false beliefs. Or one, that I'm not good enough to charge $10,000 for myself. Or that I'm not good enough to call Tony Robbins on his phone and be like, yo, can I interview you so I can use that as my advertisement to sell my product, you know, and some stuff like that. But that's my fault. It's not you. Maybe if you get this book and read her step-by-step process on how to go from 0 to financial freedoms in 30 days, maybe you will get inspired to do so yourself. So how does one get this book? You can get this book for free. For free. You don't even pay for the shipping and handling. 0 cost. When you sign up for the One Funnel Away Challenge, by clicking the first link in the description and going to TimoZIMOJIC.com/OFA. OFA stands for One Funnel Away. One funnel away from what? From your financial freedom. Challenge, and then Timo and Zimmerman, that's my first name and last name combined together. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. And come back tomorrow where you're gonna watch another one.